I'm honored to be invited to speak to the parents and family members who are joining us today. And like each of you, all of us in residential and dining enterprises care deeply about the experience of each of your students while they are at Stanford, and I am so delighted to have this opportunity to share with you about the organization I lead and the continuous evolution of our Stanford dining program. I always like to start out with this phrase: I believe in it. In R&DE, we work diligently to cultivate a culture of excellence, one that inspires us to go beyond expectations and deliver student-centric results. That commitment guides how we support and serve our students, colleagues, and the broader Stanford community. Excellence is aligning our strategic goals and performance with our vision. We strive to live that standard each day to create an environment where students can truly thrive. So the agenda is pretty brief. I will provide an overview of R&DE, as students affectionately call us, and share how we cultivate excellence to ensure the student dining experience is present each and every day, and leave time at the end for Q&A. Starting with our mission, our vision, and our core values. Our mission keeps us grounded in what matters most, supporting our students and the campus community with care, responsiveness, and purpose to support students in a fiscally responsible and sustainable manner. Our vision is to create and cultivate a culture of excellence in this new normal environment. At the center of our work is a clear and powerful mantra: students first. We believe students are never an interruption in our day. They are the reason we are here. That mindset is reflected in our R&D core values, which guide our actions, interactions, and decision-making every day. It also requires a one-team mindset, where collaboration and teamwork are essential to delivering the best possible student experience. We are always learning and evolving. While we are not perfect, we are deeply committed to continuous improvement and to listening and responding to student feedback. This map is quite busy, but I wanted you to see how residential and dining enterprises is spread across this beautiful campus. We manage about 7 million square feet of space, which is about a third of the campus footprint, including graduate residences, which are shown in gold on the map, undergraduate residences in blue, and then you have sprinkled throughout dining halls, cafes, and markets. We also provide stewardship for the Stanford Guest House in Menlo Park and the Hopkins Marine residence in Monterey. Service excellence by the numbers. We always want to make sure that we look at our numbers for many reasons. It gives everyone a snapshot of our service. We are the largest auxiliary at Stanford. We are a not-for-profit entity and a university department. We operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So the work we do in R&DE is critically important to students' living and learning environment. We work in collaboration with our campus partners in student affairs, undergraduate and graduate education, athletics, and so on, to create a robust living and learning environment for our students. As you can see by the numbers, we house nearly 16,000 students, their dependents, a little over 600 emotional support animals. We provide safe and well-maintained residential environments and delicious, healthy, and sustainable food choices. Each year, we serve approximately 8 million high-quality, nutritious meals. And I must say, it's a challenge to satisfy the broad spectrum of palates for 16,000 students and their families, and also members of the Stanford community. I think sometimes we're also in competition with parents who know how to cook really well. So we've got a huge challenge that we're up for each and every day. R&DE is an essential part of the Stanford community. As you see, we are at the heart of the students' living and learning environment, and we work with every department and all of the schools to make sure that we're collaborating to ensure that students have a wonderful experience and a really innovative environment. We want all of our students to eat well. Our food choice architecture is designed with health and sustainability in mind. And we frequently collaborate with students and faculty on research and education, ensuring our operations continuously evolve to better serve our community. And so, as you can see, we're always wanting to make sure that we have staff like our nutritionist, Kristen Gravani, who works closely with our culinary team to review food purchases and strategically designs menus that are delicious and nutritious and sustainable. The nutrition team supports students, staff, and guests with a wide range of nutritional needs, including food allergies, medical diets, vegan, vegetarianism, healthy eating, religious diets, and more. I'd like to show you the culinary team that works with all of our students. These are individuals who are just talented and so student-focused. They're always available in the dining, cook stations, or servery areas to talk to students to ensure that their very diverse needs are met. Stanford serves about 25,000 meals a day in all of those units you saw on the map. We always think of our students and their lifetime. So we think students will eat over 450 million meals during their lifetime. Our goal is to create healthy nutritional habits. It is our hope that the meals shared here on campus will shape the eating habits of tomorrow's leaders, entrepreneurs, and consumers. So when I first came to Stanford in 1991, as the executive director of Stanford Dining, I encountered a straight line service that you see on this slide. It was not as inviting as I had hoped when I took the job. It was straight line service with heaters, warmers, lined the walls, and the chefs cooked the food well in advance of mealtime. When you do that, of course, the quality is reduced. So I took the opportunity to transform the dining program, and I worked with the CIA and the NRA and the FBI. For those of you who are wondering, the CIA is the Culinary Institute of America, and the NRA is the National Restaurant Association, and the Food and Beverage Institute is the FBI. Taking it very seriously, we work together to really transform the servery into another whole different look, tearing down the walls, both physically and emotionally, created a paradigm shift where our team went from cooks to chefs. And I wanted to make sure we had a brighter servery, exhibition style cooking, and a way to meet our students' needs. This is our transformation, the first opportunity to transform the Stanford dining program at Branner. So as you see, the vision started to come to life through this transformative design that reflects our commitment to excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. And so we continued. Move right to Florence Moore. You can see the before. It met basic needs, but it did not reflect the level of service we aspired to provide for our students. It required us to think more intentionally about how our spaces could better support quality, innovation, and the overall student experience, and also be aesthetically pleasing. I worked with one of our wonderful donors, Mr. John Arriaga, hence the name, Arriaga Family Dining Commons, to build a new dining hall, and it's one of the largest dining halls on campus. It serves students on two levels, non-student athletes at the top level and student athletes at the bottom level. We also renovated Casper Dining, which is one of our locations that has one of our special and unique dining programs called Lemongrass Kitchen, which incorporates bold flavors of Southeast Asian cuisine, but in a uniquely vegetarian format. Then we have Wilbur, which is home of what we call Star Ginger, featuring fresh Southeast Asian cuisine, and Stern Dining featuring our Cardinal Sage concept, which offers a range of Mexican or modern Mexican cuisine favorites, as well as being nut sensitive. On the west side of campus, we have Ricker Dining and Lakeside Dining, which includes Lagunitas and Robley Dining. And there's a new concept there called Magnolia Southern Dining. Here, students can experience rich traditions of Southern cooking. So as you've heard me talk about the cuisines at each of the dining halls, they have other food items as well, but we have a feature so that the cuisine goes with the theme of the house. We also have curated other dining programs, kosher, halal, lemongrass, and the athlete dining that I spoke of earlier. We offer kosher dining at Florence Moore 7 days a week. All beef and chicken we purchase is halal or clearly labeled on occasion that it is not. And we provide special iftar menus and to-go boxes for students that are fasting during Ramadan. Our lemongrass station at Casper Dining is plant-based and a Jain diet, which is a strict lacto-vegetarian diet guided by nonviolence, where students can enjoy vegan dishes without root vegetables in support of a variety of diets and traditions. The athlete dining I talked about, it's designed in partnership with athletics to meet nutritional needs of high-performing student athletes. It is similar to other programs we offer that meet student needs. I'm going to now talk about food allergies. We support students with food allergies and dietary needs through a range of dedicated services and accommodations in direct coordination with our dining chefs and managers. We have standardized food labels on the dining hall menu and our website, sneeze guards, labels nearby, to make sure that students really understand what ingredients are in our food items. Our staff are trained to ensure that the culinary team labels food appropriately and can answer questions about the food items served. Brenner Dining is one of our newest programs. It is now called our allergen-friendly dining hall. That is free of the top 9 allergens. As you can see, students are coming to Stanford with more allergies than we've ever seen before. Our goal in making sure that we create a culture of excellence is to meet the needs of our students. And they're really happy with this new concept. We offer dining experiences that are new. We have a weekly chef's table where students can invite their small group of friends and have a curated menu. And it's a part of the meal plan. We have a teaching kitchen where we always want to invite faculty in to teach classes. Our staff teach cooking classes so that students can enjoy eating, cooking, and building community. We have special events. Midnight breakfast is one of the most popular special events on campus. This is where many senior leaders, president, provost, deans, faculty, and staff come together at midnight to serve our students. And students enjoy it. I can't tell you how many tater tots and omelets they eat at midnight. We also have cultural special events as well. Black History Month, Mardi Gras, Lunar New Year, Cinco de Mayo, and many others. We want to make sure that students from all over the world, when they come to Stanford, and the students throughout the United States who are here, feel at home, they feel included. And so therefore, we continue to serve them, hopefully, and allow them to enjoy foods from their cultures. We've created new cafes and markets for students to enjoy, along with taking meals in the dining halls. And so you can see, starting in 1991, we started with late night pizza. In 1992, we opened it. And throughout the years, we have been listening to students, faculty, and staff. You will see on some of these slides where the business we opened is now sunsetted, because we then opened something new where there was even more support for. The strength and success of these enterprises are essential as they directly support programs and initiatives, and the revenue they generate offset increases in the room and board rates. So as you look at all of our new and exciting opportunities for students and faculty and staff to enjoy meals, whether they're in the residence halls or in the cafes and markets that I talked about, this is what they look like. We also have opportunities for student engagement. We love engaging with our students and getting their feedback in a variety of ways. We have a student dining committee to share feedback and make dining improvements. And our general managers and chefs host open office hours where students can drop by to ask questions or learn more about our programs. We hire students to work in the dining halls with flexible hours, and we partner with staff and students to conduct research. And so, as you can see, we created a Stanford Food Institute where faculty and students can work together to advance research, education, policies, business, and practices to promote a holistic approach to improving what people eat, how people access food, and the role that food plays in our lives. You see, it's called MCURC, but it is the Menus of Change University Research Collaborative. And it is a global network of colleges and universities using campus dining halls as a living laboratory for behavior change, focusing on accelerating progress toward healthier, more sustainable, and delicious food choices. And I co-founded this with the CIA. We work with all 7 schools, and they are a part of just whether it's teaching. I co-taught a class this year on health and wellness. We work with various faculty. It could be on food waste, it could be on design of the menu, or just architecture design when we're thinking about creating a servery. And one of the ideas that came out of the many ideas was really starting the servery with plant-forward diets. As I bring my remarks to a close, there are many ways that you can follow us. You can ask questions. Your students follow us. They always ask questions or share concerns. We want to make sure we continue to build great relations with our students, their families, and the campus community. We are honored to support our students during this important chapter of their lives. And in R&DE, we are deeply committed to creating an environment where students feel cared for, connected, and empowered to thrive. It is a responsibility we take seriously and a privilege we are proud to fulfill each day. Thank you.